Hello, you book-loving book lovers out there. So for this vlog, I've decided to take on an author that I've been avoiding. It's Emily Henry. It's not that I don't like romance books. I read a lot of Regency romance that I really love. To me, it has like the rules of the society that they live in. It cranks up the stakes a lot with very small means, and that I really love. That's one of the reasons I keep coming back to Regency romance. But this is set in modern time, and it's also, I think, something to do with the covers. I've never really been drawn to these types of covers, because I think I've read books that has similar covers I just really didn't like, and then I just associated those kind of covers with books that I won't enjoy. So Book Lovers is about Nora and Charlie. Seems to be an enemies to lovers. They are like work nemesis, it says here. And yeah, she's going away to like prevent another dating dud, it says here. The small town is straight out of a romance novel. Instead of meeting the men she thought about or fantasized about, she keeps bumping into Charlie. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a go. You can come along with me, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts along the way, and we'll see. Will I love it or hate it? That's what we're gonna find out. Okay, so I've read the prologue. I'm gonna take a little break and go do some grocery shopping and cook dinner, because I also need to bring some food to work tomorrow. But I thought I'd give you my initial thoughts. I like the writing, the first back and forth between Nora and Charlie. There's some little things that I'm like that doesn't resonate with me as a person, when she talks about her like 10-step skincare routine and stuff like that. And I don't know, there's some parts of her where she talks about the clothes she's wearing and he's wearing and stuff that makes her feel a bit shallow. And maybe she is, maybe there's parts of her that she needs to explore more. She meets Charlie for the first time. She's heard of him before, but she meets him for the first time, and this is her first description of him. Dressed in all black, like publishing's own metropolitan vampire. I really like that. So I'm a little bit torn, but as I said, I like the writing and I like the back and forth. So far so good. Chapter 1 is 2 years later, so there's a little bit of a time gap. Let's see when I continue reading what's happened in those 2 years. Yeah, that's my initial thoughts on Book Lovers, and let's do some grocery shopping. And I will continue reading this a little bit later, probably today. And actually, I forgot to mention what inspired this, because I haven't picked up an Emily Henry, as I said, but I found this book online secondhand. So I thought that would be a good way to just try out one of her books and see if I like it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna read some more later today, and I'll just keep updating you. But now I have to get some food. So I just came back from shopping, and I bought my favorite snack, dried mangoes. So I'm gonna get all this stuff put away. Yeah, then I think I'll continue reading, have some snacks, and then start dinner. So I'm a little bit on the way, and yeah, these are my thoughts. So my thoughts, this is my thoughts so far. There are, in my opinion, a bit too many cliches stuffed in there, and the main character feels a bit stereotypical. The plot so far seems to be like Virgin River, but the main character is like a combination of Carrie Bradshaw and Christina Yang. It's like, I don't know, best way I can describe it. There are some funny parts in here. I definitely laughed a couple of times. She's just seen Charlie. She hasn't bumped into him yet, but she's seen him and is now trying to confirm if it's actually him. Yeah, I hope that the characters will feel a little bit more fleshed out as we go along. But yeah, those are my thoughts so far. I'm going to work early tomorrow, so I'm gonna have a bit of downtime now and continue reading. So the next day I got home from work, grabbed something to eat, and then I kept going. Halfway through, almost, maybe, kind of. I just have to clarify one thing about my earlier comment. Like, I realized that this book is about tropes and cliches and stereotypes, that's a thing in this book. I still think that she lays it on very thick with the cliches, so that I still feel like I'm just still at the surface in a way. And I've really enjoyed the dialogue. It's very well written between Nora and Charlie, and it's very charming and funny, and I really, really like that part. It's very well written. Yeah, to me, even though I'm enjoying the book, and I'm flying through it, it's still that I feel like I'm still in, it's like I still feel that I'm in the shallow end, you know? But then stuff started happening. They made a bet. There was a scene just before I took a break that made me feel something for actually both of the characters. I felt more for him as a character, actually, but more for him, and for the first time for Nora, she felt more real to me. I felt something in their dialogue. I felt that, you know, back and forth, and their bantering, and, you know, that electricity under the surface. I felt that, but this was the first time I felt something for them as individuals, that I actually cared about what happened in their lives before and so on, you know. She's told a lot about her story, but this was the first time that I actually really felt something and felt sorry for her. And yeah, so halfway through, I am enjoying it. As of now, I'm not sure if I will pick up another one of her books. Okay, so it turned good. And then even better. Now it's just a couple of chapters left, and I don't have time to finish now because my makeup's half done, my hair's half done, and I'm in the car, and I'm gonna do a 2-hour drive for a gig and then drive back after it's done. We'll see if I finish it today, tonight, or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, right now I have to go.
I got there a bit early, so I had time to finish the chapter that I was already on. I heard some thunder and it was raining, so we had to move everything inside instead of having the gig out on the terrace. Then it was time to get dressed. I didn't film anything from the gig, so here's a random clip.
Du kanske aldrig når dit du vill nå, men du når mig. Du kanske aldrig får den du vill få, men du får mig.
After the gig, it was time to head home. There was some traffic and I got home really, really late.
And I finished the book. So I got home late last night and slept in today. Woke up, put on my coziest big size t-shirt, and I finished the last chapters. So now we take it from the beginning, starting with the cover. Because I know I said I was judging the books by their cover, and it was because I've read books with similar covers and usually never liked them much. So when I've seen the covers, I've been like, well, that's probably not for me. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about what it says. So one summer, sure, two rivals. They're not rivals. I would describe them as slightly disliking each other and then becoming friends, basically. It also says a plot twist they didn't see coming. And that makes me wonder, do they refer to it as a plot twist for them only? Is it that they fall in love that's the plot twist? I don't know, if you put plot twist on the cover, to me, I'm expecting a plot twist, and there was nothing that I didn't see coming in this book. I've talked about the tropes and the cliches, so I'm not going to go too much into that. The book is partly built on that because Nora is herself in the book industry, and she herself refers to all these tropes and cliches and kind of describe her life through them almost. But it's not only that, they come in thick in other places as well. And to me, it was just too much, and it distracted me from actually getting into the book. We have a couple of storylines and plot points. We have Nora and Charlie, of course. We have Nora and her sister. And then I would say we have Nora and her relationship with herself and her past. I liked that it wasn't all eyes on the romance, you know. The relationship between Nora and her sister Libby has as much focus in this book as the romance does. But it took me a while to care. From the get-go, the interactions between Nora and Charlie, you can feel that spark straight away. But when it comes to Nora and her sister, I didn't really believe in their relationship, if you know what I mean. I wasn't convinced, and so it took me a while to care about their storyline. Halfway in, this got good. In my opinion, she writes dialogue really, really well, and the back and forth between Nora and Charlie is really well written. I also really liked Charlie as a character. He won me over almost straight away. Then in the end, we come back to the cliches a bit. Maybe she wanted to wrap things up in the same way as she started, but to me, I was a bit disappointed, of course. Also felt that she was over-explaining the wrap-up of the different storylines. I was starting to feel the things that I'm guessing she wanted me to feel, and then she just kept going, you know, until I'm like, I get it. okay, you don't have to, you know, roll my eyes at it. So conclusions. There was some parts of this book that I would rate really high, and then some parts that I would rate really, really low. So I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. I mean, there weren't any point where I had a trouble picking it up or anything. So there's something she does with her writing that still spoke to me. And also, since I liked parts of it that much, I kind of want to try another one and just compare and see how they're similar and how they differ. I mean, maybe it was just a structural thing with this particular book that I didn't like. Or maybe all of them are built on the same foundation. I have no idea. I want to find out. So if there's a particular Emily Henry book that you want me to read, put that in the comments and let me know, because I have no idea. I don't even know if this is her worst or best or something in between. So I'm just curious to know which one I should pick up. Which one is her best? I just moved the camera with my foot. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster, ups and downs with this book. Thank you for coming along with me. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you soon.